He says, is it true in Islam that a man first has to get his wife's permission or approval to get a second wife, and so on? The answer is no. There is nothing in Islam that compels or obligates a man to seek his wife's approval or permission to get a second, third, or fourth wife. Otherwise, he wouldn't qualify to be a man. This is a decision taken by the man of the house. Now, I know this may sound cold, but this is a fact and the harsh and hard reality that we have to accept. There are decisions that can only be taken by men as the guardians, as the protectors, as the alpha of the house that controls everything in the house. Otherwise, if you have two captains on the same flight, one says descend and one says go up, you're going to crash. So this is how life is run. You have to have a ruler and subjects and citizens. You have to have a boss and subordinates. You have to have a husband and a wife. There are tens and hundreds of reasons why a man may need and require to get a second wife. Nowhere in the Quran or the Sunnah he's obliged to justify his decision. Nowhere where we are told that you have to have a valid reason. So this is something up to the man, if he's a real man. So before he attempts such a crucial life-changing decision, he has to put his options on the table. Is there a real requirement for that? Yes or no? If it's a real requirement, are you willing to stand by it throughout the process till the end? Or are you going to collapse in the middle of the way? What do you mean? Meaning that if you get married to a second wife, and then your first wife claims to be crazy and insane and files for divorce or wants khul' or threatens you by various means, are you going to stick with your decision that was justified a while ago to take a second wife? Or are you going to collapse and call it off and divorce the second wife unjustly and unfairly? This is something you have to put in mind before you ride the wave and try to claim to be a macho man or someone who has more than one wife. But to answer your question, Yahya, no, he's not required or obliged to get his wife's permission at all.